Hello traders, this is Marco on the 19th of August and it's another Friday, short before the weekend. I'm doing another bar by bar and yeah, as you know from before, I'm starting at 7 in the morning. This represents the last bar here, and what I see in the morning is we have some downtrend action. So I'm drawing a downtrend that is fitting this price action like so. So the bias for now is downwards. You can see this is the overnight low, this is the overnight high here, and at the lows there is some support coming up, and yeah, let's see how this works out. Okay, there's a shorter term trend, nothing to take here. Another trend line here. I like to draw this shorter term micro trends because they give you an idea of where prices are going. That's very useful to know if you are at the right side of the trade or not. But here is nothing that I like. Okay, this is interesting because we have a second entry long here. We have some support coming up here. And you see this micro trend working higher with first break. I think I'm willing to take this trade because it's a second entry long. It's right off the EMA. I think it's also a failed second entry short. Let me check. First entry short. This is a tick higher, I believe. Second entry short. So yes, I'm very interested in taking this trade here to retest these highs at least. Okay, this bar is not very well because also you can see we're in some kind of congestion here, but I think there's enough space to the top and prices dropped below, came back, finished above the EMA, so that shows me EMA support. With this previous bullish move up, I'm still confident that we can get this. That worked. And you would be into a runner. And also I'm seeing some potential channel here. You can see the low here, touch here, touch here. The highs are respected. Need to see. We have a bounce here, so this channel is confirmed for me. The midline. And this is the opening. You can see this when the white color is changing. Then this is always 8:30, represents the opening of the day. This congestion, nothing here. Making this a bit bigger. Okay, and we are approaching the channel support. Breaking it. Coming to the EMA. This is a first entry. Ticking lower. No, nothing we can take here. There's no setup. This bar is too big. It's closing right here at the resistance of the last high, so cannot take anything here. But maybe there's a little range. We'll draw it like so for now. Dropping out of that range. You can draw this short-term trend line here, micro channel. You can see break, new low. We cannot take the failed breakout here because there's simply no setup bar. So if there was like a better bullish bar coming down here, closing on its top, I would consider failed breakout taking here to the long side, back inside the range. But like this, I'm not interested. This bar is too big and it's going right into the middle of the range. So nothing we can take here. We can draw shorter term channel. This I will color for now. This uptrend channel here had the break and we're waiting still a retest of the highs, which represents also right now this resistance of that range here. So our bias is long right now. That's also entering in the middle of the range. I'm not interested in that. That's too risky. And prices made a new high, or it's at the same. So the retest of the highs would be completed by now. I would like to see a clearer retest, but right now this is fine for me because it's exactly at the last high, increasing the range. And we are breaking out of the low side for the second time. Here was the first breakout. Prices came back and now trending lower. This I cannot take because it's right into the support, which is here. There's still this range support here. So not sure what's going on here. And whenever we are not sure, we're skipping. So I'm skipping that. You can see prices bounce lower, maybe come back inside the range now. We test the breakout area of the range. And this is congestion now. And going lower. Maybe there's a bigger structure in play. I'm doing it like so. Price is trending lower. I cannot take anything here. This is no man's land. I would like to see a pullback to the EMA and a second entry short or something to be interested in something to this short side here. But like this, I cannot take anything. Maybe this is a bit sharper even, like so. Yes, it seems my channel was a bit off here. Okay, here we have the first break, pull back, but we're not touching the EMA, so I'm not looking for any shorts. This is the first break of this channel here. And we're still going lower, retesting overnight lows. Maybe there's even a bigger structure in play here. Because I really like the midline being respected here. Prices go above, respecting it here. Bouncing off this overnight lows now. Do we break the channel? Not yet. Going lower. I will remove this for now because this is confusing. Going lower. I'm coloring the channel. No trades here. Cannot take. No longs, no shorts. And we have a break of this bigger structure now. This is interesting. Maybe we can see some second entry short right off the EMA with a nice bar. This is the first entry. Going lower. Cannot take first entry. Also this shorter term trend line was intact, so nothing you can take. Maybe pull back now. Okay, above the EMA, that's interesting. Very strong bullish bar. Taking it out. No, nothing we can take here. This is now stacked up. This is another range. You can see it like this. Okay, and this we can check. There is a shorter term uptrend working higher here. Break, new high, and this is a second entry short. But the issue here is we were pulling above the EMA, coming back, and we found some support here, ticking higher now, leaving the range to the top side. And if you are very aggressive, you can consider that. But my main concern is that we are going short right into the EMA. And I'm not sure if you can see that. There's a -1 tick of this bearish bar. So that means prices went down, touched the EMA, came back and finished the bar. So if you're very aggressive, you can take this short as a second entry short. But as I said, this is an aggressive trade. The EMA still can provide some support. We have the middle of the range here. There's enough space, but yeah, it's aggressive. This shorter term trend here played out. You can see it's working higher, break new high, then first entry short, second entry short, good bearish bar. But yeah, I just explained. For me, this is an aggressive setup. Okay, we are dropping lower. That trade would work out now. Most probably seeing the other side of the range. No, and it's reversing directly. So maybe there's even a bigger range here, because for the second time we're touching this level now. This is a higher low, but right into the support here. I cannot take this. And going back to the lower side, drawing the shorter term channel. And even coming back lower here. So maybe the range looks like this. Coloring it. Okay, this is a triple test of the EMA and midline. You can see prices made this high here, tested once, tested twice, but this is congestion. It's also a failed second entry long, first entry long, second entry long, but there's no space to the lows here of the support, and it's very congested. So I would skip that short here. Okay, we're finding some support here. Maybe it's like this. Hard to say right now. Breakout of that range. Most breakouts fail. Coming back in. And we see a higher low. I like this one very much because you can see this trend working lower here. We have a break of this trend and we have a retest of the lows that just happened here with this bar. So this downtrend played out. You can see that prices are moving within this range. The EMA is flat, prices going below, going up, going below. And we made a higher low right here now, but it's similar to what we had before. You can see prices touch the EMA and there's -1 tick of that bar. But I like this setup because this channel played out. It's a higher low, very strong bullish bar, and there is a potential that we trap the shorts that entered on this bar here, thinking that prices go lower because you can see the EMA is providing a little support or resistance for the bears. So whenever prices come here back, it's dropping, back, it's dropping. back, it's dropping, back, it's dropping, but we have the range support here. So I like this higher low, failed breakout, most breakouts fail, higher low, so I would take this as a long trade. And by here we would be out of the trade. We tested the low of the range and going now to the other side most probably. Yes, bounced off the range high. Going lower again, nothing I see here. We're not touching the support here. Also, this shorter term channel is in play. So I cannot take any low. This is a break now, new low. No signal bar. This is a higher low now, but no signal bar. Prices went until here and coming back now. Cannot take this. There's a bounce now of that resistance of the range. That's interesting. So you can see this resistance was made here, tested once, tested twice. Also, it seems that there is a second entry short. It's like new low, first entry, second entry, nice bearish bar. If you are aggressive, you can take it. Would work out. Making my line here. Break. New low. No, not yet. Now. And bouncing again. So maybe after all the range is a bit lower, like so. And going higher again. This is a typical range. You can see prices move back and forth but inside the range. Break here. This is not bearish enough for me to take a short here. This is also a bit stacked up, congestion. And good that we didn't take. Coming lower now. Drawing the channel. Bounce here, but there's no break of this channel yet, or this tiny break here, but that's not enough for me. A higher low maybe. Now going lower, going much lower. Testing the breakout here, the breakout area. Maybe there's some channel even, like so. Testing the breakout area, not succeeding. Congestion, testing. Prices are not sure what to do. And going lower. Break, new low. And I'm drawing a range here, as you can see. Going way lower, making new lows. No setup here, there's no bounce back to the EMA, and we would like to see second entry shorts right off the key entry point or EMA, but I cannot see any setup here. Maybe there's a bigger channel in play, like this. You like this channel? I'm not sure. Let me see. Highs here, touch here, midline, maybe a bit more like this. Yeah, this I like more. You can see the midline is being respected now. Here, prices come back above. respect here. So according to that would be the first break of this channel, retest of the lows, no setup. So new low is in play here, and I'm drawing a channel here. This is interesting because we have a second entry short here with a nice strong bearish bar, but we also have a break of this channel here already, break new low, and there is a shorter term trend line working higher, which broke here for the first time. So technically we should see a retest of that. And what I don't like about this second entry short here, it's moving far away. We have a 9 tick bar here, so no, I really don't like that. It's moving too far. If you want to enter, then on a limit, but closer to the EMA, because 9 ticks, you can see the ATR is 8 ticks, so the average move, the average size of a bar is 8 ticks, and we have a 9 tick bar here. So that move could be over by here. I cannot take this short simply because of the size of the bar. It's far away from the EMA, and we have a shorter term channel working here with no retest of the highs. Not sure if that would have worked if you went short here. Most probably by here you would get out for 4 ticks, but more, no, it's coming back, retesting the highs. So this shorter term channel played out, and this blue channel here, I would say, played out. We had the break here, new low, and we see some more range action here. Congestion taking higher here, making a channel. Big drop, respecting the lows, but nothing that I like here. Retesting the highs of this channel here after the break, making a new channel. Higher low, interesting, very interesting, especially this channel played out. Break new low. We're inside this range now, and there's a higher low. We broke this range already to the top side, making a higher high now here. But this is going long into this highs here. There could be some resistance. So I'm afraid taking this. And whenever you are not sure, skip the trade. Okay, I'm not sure if that would have worked out. Where is the, here it is. That's 1.25 points, so 4 ticks maybe. But for example, me, I'm going for 6 ticks. So I think that would not have worked out. And maybe there's a bigger channel in play. Let's see. This is interesting because we have this channel working higher. This is the first break, but there's no clear setup. This is a higher low, even another higher low, and we are not bouncing back to the EMA. I would like to see a bounce here and then finish on its high with a very nice bullish bar, but we don't have this here. So this is a bit of no man's land. I cannot take this. I really would like to take this, but For that we would need a retest of this EMA first and then go long. But here we can just break out of this range and come back, so no entry here. And of course that would have worked out, but we don't know this. So okay, first break. If this is a bigger structure, maybe like this, trying the shorter term, maybe a second entry long. No, this would be a second entry long now here, but you can see from this signal bar we finished below the EMA. We would like to see a finish above that to take a long here, but no, nothing I can take. And there is some channel working lower now. Break off that channel. This is a second entry short now, but it's very congestive. You can see like prices going back and forth here. When three or more bars are stacked up like this, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, then this is congestion, and most times we get burned in congestion, so I will skip that. And going higher here, strongly higher. It's a very nice push above the EMA, and you can see live price action is here already. No bounce back, and here we are already. So yeah, this channel here is maybe like so. You can see the high, touch here, first break, new low, testing the breakout area from that range before, because prices left that range, didn't make it back, took off, then formed this here, tested the breakout area, and taking off higher now. But no setup here, because I said before it is very congestive. Taking higher. So yeah, not too many trades, as you can see. Showing the whole chart. We had this overnight very strong sell-off. Then break, retest of the lows, no setup here. Then this channel played out. Can even put it a bit sharper, like so. Then it's clearer. Working lower, break, couple legs to a new low. Then this channel here is forming, second entry long, nice bullish bar. Enough space to the highs here, coming higher, then range, break off this channel, retest of the highs, congestion here. It's like a first entry, second entry short, but it's too congestive, so cannot take. Then this channel here, going lower. First break, no setup. Coming here. I spoke about this setup here. Aggressive. If you wait for the short ones, skip this. Trending lower. Then bounce here. Higher low. I took this live. I like this setup very much. Coming back to the range highs, back lower, coming back, some resistance here, made this here, tested once, tested twice, 3 times test. Also second entry short, so if you liked it, then coming back here, break, new low, coming up here, break, new low, congestion, cannot take, channel working lower, and yeah, we are here. This uptrend here, break, retest of the highs, just happening now. Testing of the breakout from that range that happened here. Prices get away, come back to test it, taking off higher. And I could imagine that prices are trending higher now, especially with this move here above the EMA. And from the last video, there was a question of Zeno of Citium, I think his name was, what these colors here mean. And I can explain that. This color here is the close, close of the previous day. This closes, I think, at 3, and this one here was at 3:30. So I draw this 2 lines here automatically with Mack's indicator, and this yellow line here is the opening price at 3:30 for my time and 8:30 for the Chicago time. Yeah, and many times you see me drawing channel or lines for the overnight highs and overnight lows. I had this before, but I removed it because prices move lower than that. So yeah, that's price action for today. So far, I'm leaving into the weekend now. I hope you liked it. I hope you learned something. And yeah, here are all trades again. See you next week. Have a good weekend. Bye bye.